know, like the dish linguine and clams, it's like very basic. It's just clams on linguine with a little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil. I would do that without the noodles. So I'd open up a can of clams and put in some garlic and I'd eat it out of the can. It's not that weird. I was sad, it was cheap. Parks and Recreation, one of my all-time favorite shows that I usually use to fall asleep. It's really good. Well, no, not saying against the show, just like leave it on as background noise. But could it be better? I submit with the amazing talent that we have in front of us. Maybe. Today we've been talking about different scripts for TV, movies, things like that, and what it would be like if we put ourselves into those roles. So we're just gonna be chit-chatting about the show, picking out different traits of different characters and casting ourselves in these roles, and then later we're going to reenact famous scenes from the show for your viewing entertainment. Hey, are you sometimes surprised by new videos that you find on the YouTubes? Well, why not ring-a-ding-ding that notification bell so that we can just come straight to you whenever we upload something new and you don't have to hunt us down. It's very scary when you try to hunt us down. Tommy's tired of running. Parks and Recreation is an NBC sitcom. Revolves around Leslie Knope, played by Amy Poehler, the deputy director of the Parks and Recreation Department in the fictional town in Indiana of Pawnee. Is Pawnee, Indiana really fictional?
Pawnee is not an actual place, but there is a town in Indiana that this is based off of, and I don't know the name of it, but an ex of mine is from there.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah, and they're always like, it's exactly like the show. It's always like,
That's wild.
Yeah.
It features the daily lives of the people involved in the Pawnee Parks and Recreation Department and local government. It was made during the time of The Office by a lot of the same people who made The Office. It was the same vibe as The Office.
Yeah.
I like it way better than the others.
I like it better
Yeah.
than
I feel like once you get past season 1, it really, because at first it was like, this is your office, basically. They're trying to do it, and then after season 1, it's like, no, this is our own show.
Yeah, they hit their stride.
We were talking about it before. It's like if the characters in The Office were good people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because The Office, everyone's kind of a bad person.
A little bit.
Parks and Rec, everyone's really like optimistic, sweet, heartfelt people.
It's like a cuter version of The Office. You're like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very feel good.
And like the awkwardness comes from people trying their best. Like when you think about like Steve Carell as the boss in The Office, it's like, oh, he's like racist and sexist, womp womp. Whereas like Leslie Knope is like, I'm trying my best and I made a mistake because I wanted something good to happen.
I will say my favorite line in the entire show is I think from the first episode, and it's when Leslie Knope is they find drugs or something like somewhere, and she's like, well, I've never done drugs. I mean, I had a brownie once in college, and that was crazy. It turned out there wasn't weed in it. It was just a really good brownie. That's such a good
clever.
setup for her character.
Yeah. The characters we're going to be casting today are some old favorites. We got Andy Dwyer, played by Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
We've got April Ludgate, played by Aubrey Plaza. We got Ben, played by Adam Scott. Leslie, played by Amy Poehler. And Ron, played by, God, I always forget his name.
Nick Offerman.
Thank you, Nick Offerman.
Yeah. How do they all relate? So Andy is April's partner.
By midway through the series, yes, they're an item.
And then Ben is Leslie's partner.
By midway through the series, yes,
When
it's
Ben
a struggle
comes
for them
to
both.
town.
And then Ron has a bunch of ex-wives who, those episodes are the best episodes
Yeah,
of
Those
the
are
show.
the absolute best.
Those are
Megan
the
Hall,
best
like,
episodes.
she kills it in that. Oh my god.
Ron is Leslie's boss, but Leslie does all the work because she really cares. Ron is a libertarian and is not a fan of government in general, is probably the reason that so many people just claim, like, I'm a libertarian too. Like, they just want to do a different thing. That was me as like an angsty teenager. I was like, yeah, I don't, I'm different. I'm libertarian.
I feel like Ron Swanson would hate most people who claim to be libertarian.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
April is also an employee of Leslie. Ben is technically the boss of Ron and Leslie at the start of it, and Andy is also an employee. So it's a whole situation. Lots of character growth, lots of relationship changes as we go, but it all makes sense.
It does. Totally.
So we have all of us here, and we have 5 characters here. This is a lot to get into.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it looks like there's one for each of us, maybe.
When it comes to like Leslie, I'm thinking like both of y'all have positive go-getter attitude and like that drive. I'm also not like married to gender true casting here, but I also think that like specifically y'all are two so positive people that could really get stuff done and care about people and like to see the goodness in people.
I wish I had her energy. I wish I. Oh my god!
I was like, I'm tired.
I'm tired. Leslie's not tired. Leslie's never tired.
That's tough. Because I was gonna say for Jacqi, I almost think I see Ben actually.
This was your.
So actually, no. Originally, I was so certain that I was like, I see Ben for you because you're very logical. I think you're very smart. I feel like most of the time you're the type that's like, you know when about to go bad, and you're just like, oh god, this is about to be bad. But Jacqi, when she's passionate about something, it comes out, and you're just like, whoa, holy. You're so passionate about this. Like,
I can see that a lot. And that would solve the Leslie Ben situation.
Totally see that.
How do you feel about that, Jacqi?
I mean, I love Ben.
Okay, there it is.
I love Ben, so I'm like, a compliment?
I also feel like of the people in Smosh in general, Garrett has a lot of Ben energy.
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 He hangs out in parks for fun.
Absolutely.
Obviously, of the people not here, Sage would be April because there's that witchy vibe of like, I'm trying to raise crows and get them to swarm.
no,
to
but
my-
Sage is like this beautiful, like person, like bubbly personality.
yeah, I actually.
But she's a
don't
goth.
see. Sure, but.
Let us not put goths into a box, sir. For someone that's not here, Spencer?
Spencer,
It would be
oh
Spencer.
my god.
100% thank you, Jacqi.
Yeah, that
Oh
fits.
my gosh.
I also think Tommy has April energy. Tommy has that like.
Is it because I'm negative all the time?
No, I would say out of us 5 here, I would say you and I have the most April energy out of us 5.
Because we're the most serious people, probably.
Yes, maybe. I think April's the toughest out of all of these, personally.
Yes,
so I say
yeah.
we cast and then we just see
Yeah.
who doesn't fit. Because Andy's also tough, I think.
Yeah.
Because Andy kind of is just like this. We all have a little bit of Andy, I think.
Yeah.
But I think that probably one of the easiest is Ron. I think. And I do think Damien has extreme Ron energy.
I have some. I can see it.
Damien, you were a leather crafter before we got here.
And I do like meat. Wait,
Damien
no?
loves.
That was my job before Smosh.
Watch any eat it or eat it, and Damien will be like, I think this is definitely some sort of intestine. There.
That looks really good.
Can you save one for me? Also, can we please get a second fork? Because I'm really gonna want one.
Don't throw up on the plate.
But you do love meat, and you're like when we went to Australia, you were like, oh, they have this specific type of crab here that they don't have in America. That I'd love to try.
Morton Bay bugs.
Yeah, see, I just feel like this is Ron energy there. The only thing that I feel like is not Ron energy that I think I have that you don't is I think I like the outdoors.
Will you
a
play the
ton.
saxophone?
Well, I don't really play it anymore.
So I was once in a band. That's how you do it, guys. Look.
I feel like for Ron's whiskey, it's your clam juice. Yeah, don't you really like clam juice?
No, I like seafood, and when they made it, he drank it as a punishment. I'm like, this could be worse.
No. You've talked about, is it oysters with garlic or whatever? What is it, the snack that you like to have?
I don't do that anymore. I'm in a much better mental
Come
place.
on!
But
That was last year you were talking about that.
pandemic. You know, like the dish linguine and clams, it's like very basic. It's just clams on linguine with a little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil. I would do that without the noodles. So I'd open up a can of clams and put in some garlic and I'd eat it out of the can. It's not that weird. I was sad, it was cheap.
I think it's a compliment. I think
so too. I'm fine with it. I just don't want you telling everyone my clam secrets.
I don't personally feel like I connect with any of these characters too closely, because I would say out of all of them, I would say, Rob Lowe's character is maybe the most.
You're
the
very
health
Chris Traeger,
freak,
yeah.
very just like
Blue eyes or white dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like no one really truly fits here. I feel like for Andy, I feel like it would have to go to you, even though it's not you at all. You can still. It's like how you kind of like unfold when we're all like here and like having fun.
True.
That fits the most.
Yeah.
I would say out of everyone.
Super playful.
Your physical
Yeah.
comedy is very similar to what Andy is on the show. Yeah.
And the series starts with him falling in the pit and breaking his leg! It was right in front of us the whole time. So then I feel like we're pretty set with where we are. I feel like we're pretty strong for Leslie between you two, but you have very strong Ben energy, Ben Tenergy. You would be the April, and I am Ron.
I feel really good about this.
So we're not necessarily staying true to these characters as they are portrayed on TV. These are our own interpretations. If Shane had been cast in the role of Andy, how would Shane interpret that?
And what scenes are we doing today?
Yeah.
That's a great question, Jacqi. I'm glad you asked. We have one with Ben, April, and Andy. And then we have one between Ron and Leslie. You know what? I say let's start with the 3-person scene. That'll maybe get some energy going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna reset really quick and get to our stage, our actor's studio, and we will see a reenactment by these 3 characters, and Shane will impress you by standing. 3, 2, 1.
All right, you guys feeling ready?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
And live.
I've been staying at the Pawnee Super Suites Motel for 7 months. It's a charming little inn with wonderfully random wake-up calls, delightfully unstable temperatures, and as of yesterday, bad bugs. 4 stars. Says nobody.
This is awesomely perfect. Burley just moved in with his rich girlfriend and we need help with the rent.
We have a couple of house rules, though.
Yeah, sure, of course.
You can't use the front door, and you have to climb in through the back window. No personal phone conversations. If you ever speak to me in Spanish, please use the formal usted. And no electricity after 6 p.m.
She's joking.
Okay.
You can just use as much free electricity as you want. It's free.
Okay, couple more rules. Couple more rules. If you ever watch a sad movie, you have to wear mascara to see if whether you were crying or not. Okay? And there's no noise allowed on Mondays. And no TV after breakfast. Okay?
She's lying again.
She is?
Yes.
Because it's hard to tell.
No, see, we leave the TV on all day so burglars think that we're home when we're not, which was my idea that I'm trying to patent. So, you want to move in tonight?
Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
Want my gun?
Uh-huh.
I'll grab my stuff.
You know what?
Yeah, come on.
If we have time today, I'd actually like to see it again.
Any notes?
Just, I'd say for all of you, just a completely different choice.
Okay.
Okay, actors, you ready?
Yes.
And action!
Yo, I've been staying at the Pawnee Super Suites Motel for 7 months. It's a charming little inn, with wonderfully random wake-up calls. Delightfully unstable temperatures. And as of yesterday, bed bugs. 4 stars. It says N-O-B-O-D-Y. Woo!
This is awesomely perfect. It is. Burley just moved in with his rich girlfriend and we need help with the rent.
We do have a couple of house rules, though.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Okay, so you can't go through the front door. You have to climb in through the back window. No personal phone conversations. Okay, if you ever speak to me in Spanish, please use the formal usted. Usted. Okay, great. And no electricity after 6 p.m.
She's joking.
Okay.
You can use as much free electricity as you want. It's free.
And a couple more rules, okay? All right, if you ever watch a sad movie, please use a lot of mascara so we can see whether you cried or not. And then there's no noise allowed on Mondays and no TV after breakfast. Got it?
She's lying again.
She is?
Yes.
B-E-C-A-U-S-E. It's hard to tell.
No, see, we leave the TV on all day, so burglars think that we're home when we're not, which was, well, it was my idea that I'm trying to patent. So, you want to move in tonight?
Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
Hey,
Yes,
would you like my gum?
I would love that. Delicious. Spearmint.
1776.
Excellent. Why does it feel like Lin-Manuel Miranda would have been on Parks and
He
Rec?
would have.
You two reminded me of, this is a weird reference, the Gophers from Looney Tunes.
I was really trying to go for Keira Knightley.
Oh.
Really
She's
trying.
taken, dude. Well done, you guys.
great, good job.
We'll be in touch.
Very fun.
We'll be in touch.
No, you won't.
No.
Live.
Next scene.
All right, we got Damien and Kimmy up. Who you guys playing?
I will be playing Leslie Nope.
Okay.
I'll be playing the role of Ronjamin Swanson.
All right, y'all ready?
All right.
Yes. Yes. Good morning, Ron.
Morning. I know how much you like paperwork, but don't hover.
Nice bench. Is that new?
No, it's been there since the 90s.
What are you doing for your birthday on Friday?
Nothing. I never. Oh, God!
Birthday, it's your birthday, I know what it is! Ron refuses to tell anyone when it's his birthday. He even had it redacted in all government documents. 3 years of investigations, phone calls, and Freedom of Information Act requests, and I had nothing until a well-placed bribe to a gentleman at Baskin Robbins revealed Ron's birthday is on Friday.
Damn it! I was so careful.
Well, you blew it. All for a free scoop of rum raisin. Was it worth it, Ron? Was it?
I command you to do nothing.
I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do something and it's gonna be really big. I have a lot of years to make up for.
I don't like loud noises and people making a fuss, and I especially don't like people celebrating because they know a piece of private information about me. Plus, the whole thing is a scam. Birthdays were invented by Hallmark to sell cards.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I gotta say earnestly, Kimmy could have played Leslie Knope.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
There was this, you did that. I was like, Lisa Landry, sister, Jacqi, Harry.
I have an idea for a second read.
Yeah.
I really like these. I'd love to see you guys switch parts.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
Cool, great.
Yes.
Perfect.
Great.
Thank you.
And whenever you're ready, action.
Good morning, Ron.
Morning. I know how much you enjoy paperwork, but don't hover.
That's a nice bench. Is it new?
No, that's been there since the 90s.
What are you doing for your birthday on Friday?
Nothing, I never...
Yaha.
Oh, God.
Birthday, it's your birthday, and I know when it is. Ron refuses to tell anyone when his birthday is. He's even had it redacted on all government documents. 3 years of investigations, phone calls, Freedom of Information Act requests, and still I had nothing until a well-placed bribe to a gentleman at Baskin Robbins revealed Ron's birthday is on Friday.
Damn it, I was so careful.
Well, you blew it. All for a free scoop of rum raisin. Was it worth it, Ron? Was it?
I command you to do nothing.
I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do something. And it's gonna be really big. I have a lot of years to make up for.
I don't like loud noises. And people making a fuss, and I especially don't like people celebrating because they know a piece of private information about me. Plus, the whole thing is a scam. Birthdays were invented by Hallmark to sell f***ing cards. I just add that little curse word and I hope that's okay. I hope that's okay.
Oh my God. Wonderful work. Fantastic.
Way to do that on the spot, and way to live in those characters.
Thank you. I embodied Leslie Knope.
You really embodied Leslie Knope.
Leslie Knope just got bodied.
Your voice is great.
Yeah.
It's from all the meat.
And the oysters.
This has been us casting ourselves in specific TV shows and movies. We had a great time. I would love to know more of what you guys want to see. What films, what TV shows, what cartoons even do you want to see us be? But beyond that, please let us know in the comments what you want to see in future episodes. But until then, we got a couple different videos for y'all to watch. Why not check those out? Look at that.
So they started in 2006. Okay.
These two guys, they've been around for like 15 years.
That's it. There we
Casting
go.
ourselves in Smosh the movie.
Oh my God.
Whoa.